Got this 2000 Mazda 626 and it got this P1746. I want to clear this code. This circuit open. I was doing some research online and I think this can be caused by a shifter issue. Well, not shifter, but like a position issue. Let's see. Why did that fail? Oh, read codes failed. Let's see. That's weird. Let's try this again. Maybe I'll have to change scan tools. That's weird. Okay, let me change the snap-on. So we're underneath the snap-on. Snap-on actually gives me transmission. So it says no codes are set in the transmission. Just go back, check the engine. Codes. Memory codes. No codes. Okay, sorry about that. You guys are gonna have a glare because the screen's so reflective on these. Let's just go back. Let's go to transmission. Data. Let's see. Focus. I want to log the range switch if we can see it. Park neutral. Okay, so it does show that, let's see. There is a trans range voltage right here. I don't know. I'd kind of like to know what this case ground voltage is. Like, is that the ground of the trans? Like, why is that 2.5 volts? Okay, so I'm gonna take this for a ride. I'm gonna see if I can get it act up. Been driving. The sensor has been jumping all over the place because we started at 2.4, 2.5. It's been going down to like 2.15. I'll have to show you guys this, but you can see it just jumps all over the place, and that's the range sensor voltage. So I'm wondering if this thing like acts up when it's really hot. I think I'm gonna let it sit and idle at the shop, but I'm wondering if that's his problem is like this, and I wonder if it causes like lockup issues or something. I do want to save this when I get back to the shop, but you can see just how like it just bounces all around. Okay guys, so we're back at the shop. Let's put it in park. Look at that. 4 volts. It's 4.55, okay? So we're going to reverse 3.71. Neutral. 2.93. Drive 2.21. Let's go to second. First. So there's a 1 volt difference in each one. Look at that. Look at our range switch. I'm in drive. And does that say drive low? Or is that normal? I guess maybe it says drive low. Oh yeah, I guess it does. Well, I'm wondering if this is a problem. I gotta see what our voltages are supposed to be. I like that. I'm gonna let this sit out here, and we'll see. I'm gonna see if I find any information. Let this hot soak, and then we'll take it for another drive. So I was inside eating. Just got out. Just started the car up. I just want to see what our data pits say. You can see the car's kind of cold. Range voltage 4.52. Let's get a reverse. 3.71. Drive. Look at that. Oh, that's neutral. 3.92. Drive is 2.14. So we're actually lower now than what we were before. I'm going to say that this is reading correctly now. And I'm going to say that it wasn't reading correctly earlier, because this looks way better. So we're going to go for a ride here. We'll see what happens. Now I do want to look at something, because the comments were this EPC voltage gets erratic when the range switch gets erratic. So I'm going to drive this and we'll see what happens here. Right now I started driving, range switch is like dead on, but it wasn't earlier, which I think is interesting. So I'm going to keep driving and we'll see if this thing starts acting up and what it does to this, because I think they said the EPC voltage will change and then our pressure will change for our trans. Now I would want to limit the data pits, but I want to see what actually happens with this trans if we can log it, because we saw the issues before with the range switch. So if we can see how it's affecting the rest of the trans, that'd be interesting. So we're driving back. The voltages are not acting up on this strip, so I'm going to get a new range sensor, put it in here. The voltages are supposed to be 2.1, which we're pretty much that when we're in drive, and we were seeing 2.5 in that before. So I think there's definitely something wrong with the range sensor. Our voltages are correct right now, what they're supposed to be. So we'll get a new range sensor in here, and this should probably eliminate his problem, because right now it feels like it's shifting fine. I want to look at our log, see what our EPC voltage was doing before. But my friend also looked on Identifix for me, and there's a whole bunch of cases of this same issues. I wanted to see if there was any voltages, because all they give you is resistance pins and service information. I'll show you, or resistance values. So you'd have to measure current, or take the sensor out and measure the resistance of each spot. That's the only way. So it's hard to do that while it's acting up. Because if you knew how much current it drew, then you could do a calculation. So I'm assuming it probably has a bad contact or something in there, or a cold solder joint. That's why it was acting up, and now that it got hot, it's not acting up. Okay, so we're back. It didn't act up, so I'm going to save this. Those spikes you see there was just me putting it in neutral, trying to see if I could get it to act up. So I'm going to go inside. We'll look at our data, and we'll see if there shows anything when I have the recording of it acting up from previously. Okay guys, for some reason the range switch did not save all the voltages, but look at that. We were at 12.45 like most of the trip, and then that's when, I don't know if it started acting up down here. No, I don't think it started acting up down here. I think that was, for whatever reason, it just it's not, it didn't save any of my data, and I don't know why. It's not making any sense. So if I go under custom list here and we edit this, deselect, like we could see it on my scan tool, like while I was driving, and I should have saved it. I just don't understand.
And out there, you'll see where it was hacked up with somebody.
I don't understand why it didn't save my drive. Let's see, custom, edit. Let's try this thing. Let's try this one. Save. I don't know. We saw it earlier, so I'm just gonna put a new range switch on and we'll take it for a ride and we'll see if everything's good then. Hey guys, put a new range switch in. See this one, how it's like corroded around these edges? So this may have got water in it or something, or just died. Started dying from old age. See it? I don't know if that's, you know, EM part number or not. But got the new one in here. I centered it up for a drive. So I tightened it all down. So we're gonna get everything back together, and then we've also got a new air filter coming because this air filter is completely clogged. So we'll get this all cleaned out. We'll put it all back together. Then we'll take it for a test drive and confirm that it's fixed. Guys, just want to get a baseline. So right now in park, we're at 4.52 volts. Go to reverse. 3.71. Neutral. 2.91. Drive. 2.14. Second. 1.4. And then first 1.68, 1.69. So I'm good with that. So I'm gonna take this for a drive, and we'll see what happens here. I think we'll be good though. Hopefully it records this time. If not, I'm going to show you guys anyway what it looks like after I go for the drive. But I'm pretty sure that was his issue. And I think once it warmed up, it started working. I also fixed his battery terminal. His battery terminal wasn't the best. He needs new ones, but we'll just look at these while driving, and hopefully this works. Oh, you know what? Do we only have 1,000 frame buffer? Well, I'll see what happens here once this fills up. We're pulling back in the shop, and not really seeing any issues anymore. We didn't even have a flinch of our range sensor. Not even a blip of difference. Like before, we saw at least 1/100th of a volt change. It's been rock solid now. So I'm really happy with this. Let's go in reverse. Let's see. Just park the car real quick. Look at that. And we'll go in park. So I'm calling this good. I hope this saved everything this time. So hope you guys like this. Hope maybe this helps somebody. See you guys later.